All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Monday, May 12th, set today by Brummy. My goodness, my voice is giving out already. Anyway, before we start, let's have our cryptic clue of the day. Salesman's talk is more like me, question mark, 6 letters, and I gave you 1 letter. Salesman's talk is more like me. All right, let's see what Brummy has for the Monday slot, and if he understands it needs to be on the easy side. Will's supplementary, bit of fish, 1 caught on 1 line. Oh, that is a nice easy one. Supplementary part to a will might be a codicil. I think I first learned that word from reading Agatha Christie books where the will would be discovered, but there would be some codicil. So a cod is the fish, and then 1 is I, caught is C from cricket, 1 is I again, and line is L. Not sure where we get L standing for line, but that is very common. All right, artist's book is framed by Nick. Oh, I'm thinking it might be an artist, and book can be abbreviated to B. I think from the books of the Bible, but maybe other senses. And then I think that's going to be framed or surrounded by a word for nick, which can be the verb to nick, to cut, to steal. Oh, actually, I think it's book B plus is. Yeah, I just said cut there, and I thought of putting BIS inside of it. Sorry, would be a cubist type of artist. Was behind but determined. That's a nice clue. Was behind but determined. There is the word in there, doughty, like someone who's determined or brave, doughty, but was behind. No, I don't see that. Obsession about number 1 mug color. Is it going to be a color? Because something going about. No, I think it might be, about can be circa, which could either be C or CA. So I think that's the C we have there. So I think it's going to be obsession. About will be C. Number 1. Mug, your mug can be your face. Oh, isn't there a rhyming slang for your face? Something race. And then a color at the end, I think. Which could be tone or a specific color. What's a word for obsession? No, I don't see it. Blur challenged to cover rock. That's another great clue. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to mean blur. And a word for challenged is going to cover or go around rock. Can rock be R? I suppose as in R and R for rock and roll. Challenged. Oh, that could be challenged as in challenged to a duel, or somebody who is a little challenged as I am sometimes. All right, let me pause for my water and then I'll resume. One's unfashionable cul-de-sac. Oh, that's another great clue. Of course, reminds me of the old joke that in France there are 2 ways to get coal delivered: cul-de-sac and a la carte. Terrible, I know. Anyway, how do we decipher this one? Fashionable is easier because that's often in or hip. Is unfashionable then maybe out? One's out and it means a cul-de-sac, or out something. No, I don't see it. High-ranking woman is worthless, say, on the inside. Oh, is it going to be some title of a woman? But I can't think of one beginning with B other than Baroness. Obviously, that's too long. Maybe it's high-ranking. Woman is worthless, say. No. Leaves set with fancy chic interior. Could it be an anagram of leaves set? No, no, I don't think so, because I was thinking fancy might be the anagram indicator, but then chic interior is not going to be a definition. But I think chic might go inside. In fact, a fancy version, an anagram of chic might go inside set, and then that's going to mean leaves? No. WP feature that wizards find restricting. I'm not sure what WP in the surface reading is supposed to stand for. Washington Post is usually WAPO. I know word processors used to always be called, I think, WP. But I am wondering if wizards find restricting something like spellbound, spell something. Oh, spell check. So it is a word processing feature. All right. Yeah, I haven't seen that abbreviation in a long time. But yeah, I suppose if it checks or stops spells, then wizards would find that restricting. All right, that should be helpful. Being in favor dulls the tongue. I have no idea how to parse that one. I mean, dulls being in the middle suggests it's part of the wordplay. Unless dulls the tongue? I don't know what that would mean. Although I think there are substances you can put on your tongue that stop the taste buds temporarily. All right, oxen infected with bacteria worsening. Bacteria is 8 letters, oxen 4. So I'm wondering if infected is telling us to anagram the two together, and it's going to mean worsening. Yeah, let me pause and again sip my water and think about that. Nothing is coming to me. The X is obviously going to be, is it going to be an EX word? That's going to be funny for 3 down or obsession. And then what's the ending of the word? If it's going to mean worsening, maybe it's something like an IATE ending, but or maybe IENT. Yeah, something like not exfoliant, but no. And I don't like that X for 3 down. Obsession. Chillaxing, I think would fit, but I don't think that's obsession. All right, brief lapse by 1. Getting on metro is an omen, not a failing. Maybe it's a brief lapse by 1 getting on metro. Not a... I'm thinking failing might be an anagram indicator. And maybe metro is an omen. Oh no, because 1 getting on has to be part of this too. Yeah, gonna need some letters for that. This is proving tricky for a Monday. Bill goes into snack. Well, we sometimes see Bill being AC, and if that goes into the word to, I think we get a taco, which would be a snack. French port cellar constructed with hole. Oh, I'm thinking it's going to be a French port, and we're going to anagram cellar plus hole. Le Rochelle, is that what it's called? Or La Homme, yeah, maybe it's, I was thinking where the A was going to go, and ending in E, it probably is feminine. I will try that. If testing includes an aspect of personality, that's a funny sentence. If testing includes an, yeah, I think maybe the wordplay is a word for if, a word for testing, and you put an in between them, and it's going to be an aspect of personality. Character, but doesn't have an in it. Composer's boundless freedom. I think it's going to, be the name of a composer. We have to think of a word for freedom and remove its last letter, or maybe remove its outer letters. What composer's name sounds a bit like a word for freedom? All right, just a 5-letter composer. Elgar, Bizet, Holst, Lehar, Finzi. Oh, there's so many, I'm sure. No, I'm going to have to come back to that one too. Skin pierced by lice infestation. Yikes. I think we're going to put lice inside of a word for skin, and it's going to mean infestation. And then we get ... because of that dodgy beer drunk by you once. Oh, you once sometimes is a sneaky way to have an old version of you, which could be ye or the. But what's the definition? Does it refer back to the infestation, or is it just trickiness? And maybe it's because of. All right, well, I don't have much to show for my first pass through the across clues. So let me hope my voice holds out and try the downs again. Tastelessness of trendy color scheme, odd right off. All right, I think we're going to, as part of this, take odd letters. When right off might be telling us to remove an R from getting odd letters. We do have a C in the middle, so maybe it's the odd letters of trendy color scheme. Well, just going from that C forward, it would be CLUS. Tastelessness. I don't think that's something. What would come before the C? ED? No. Yeah, that one confuses me. But I think it is going to be a word for tastelessness. Oh, trendy might be our old friend in. I do like that because I was thinking a word for tastelessness might begin with in, insipid type of thing. No. All the suits put in a case. Oh, are we going to do something with the four suits of cards? What are they? No, there's no vowel. Diamonds, clubs, spades, and hearts. Oh, it is Dmitri Shostakovich, DSCH, his little musical motto. Um, all the suits. Nope. It takes a brave sort to tuck into mixed dips in the form of earth. Well, we have two words that indicate an anagram, sort and mixed. So almost, well, we only have 8 letters. Otherwise, I would think we sort brave and put it into an anagram of dips. And I think then there's the definition in the form of earth. Terrestrial, something like that. It takes. No. Rock group, Queen, wrecked tune, well said. Okay, I think I think the definition might be well said. We're going to have a short rock group, 3 letters maybe, and then R for Queen, and then an anagram of tune. Well said. So what's a word for well said that might end in an anagram of tune? Uh, I'm thinking it would end in newt. Maybe have the R, R-E-R in front of it. Well said. Yeah, not getting that. I'll get rid of those. Okay, meal spot around 1, starting point for a heavenly trip. All right, finally we get a fairly easy one if you just think about a starting point for a heavenly trip. Might be a launch spot. I think I would have said a launch pad myself, but oh no, it can't be spot. It's because of that's in the clue, meal. So a launch something. But I think the wordplay is a lunch whatever, and that goes around 1, which could be a. One dog is a dog. Ah, darn it, I was very excited to finally get another one. Launch. Yeah, not pad, unless it's plural, no. Well, what would you say for a lunch venue, lunch? No, don't get it. Aggressive, conservative club in bad movie. I think the definition will be aggressive. Conservative can be abbreviated to C, and club can be abbreviated to C from cards. I think we're going to put double C inside bad movie, and it's going to mean aggressive. But what's that going to be? Bad movie, a stinker, a bomb, A dud, rotten, B movies, C movie, bad movies, C. Yeah, what's the ending going to be of this for a word for aggressive? No. Describing certain atoms, is oxygen at issue? Oh, yeah, so I just worked that one out by going through the charade of thinking is might be is, and O for oxygen we give a nice ISO beginning, and an issue might be a topic. So I think isotopic, not a word I know. Well, no, I do know isotopes. The Albuquerque Isotopes, right? The baseball team and The Simpsons. Yeah, so that must be that. That's handy. Quickly produce a smash hit. No, I don't see that. Member engaged in bitter claim. Member can be a limb like a leg. Could it be something leg, and that goes inside a word for bitter? Oh yeah, bitter could be ale. There we go, and we get allege if you claim something. Privileged types making military leader go. No, don't see that. Looking for missing top, anything at all, or looked for missing top. Oh, I think yes. I think if you looked for something, you sought it, and without the S, without its top letter, it's ought, which is that anything at all? I always get confused between ought with an O and ought with an A. But I think that's the right. I think I'm supposed to think of sought. Anyway, we'll find out. Insult, clubs, top circle. Is it going to mean insult or is it going to mean circle? Clubs top might simply be a C. C. Ah, no, we actually had recently insult being dis, and I was surprised that they were using modern slang. And then the C, and a disc is a circle. All right, we made it through everything. This is more like a Thursday or Friday, but it's probably just me today. All right. I'm presuming this is going to be an ing word if testing includes an aspect of personality. Oh, I'm thinking profiling. But if we have if backwards in there, yeah, I'm not confident in that one at all. It fits, and there is profiling, which might be testing of personalities, but is it just a cryptic definition? Excuse me. Tricky. All right, what about my brief lapse? Second something. I do think it's going to be some of the letters of Metro, Omen. So we're probably going to have at least one M and probably an I or two. Brief lapse. Oh, there is a phrase for that. Don't see it. Oh, here's my skin pierced by lice infestation. Oh, I'm wondering. I was going to say lice might be ticks. No, can't see that. Yeah, and it's not a hidden clue. Yeah, that's tricky. How about my quickly produce a smash hit? Oh, it could be a musical word term. We've had a few of these recently, like allegro for quickly. Presto, gracioso. No, and there's because of that, dodgy beer drunk by you once. Yeah, I do wonder if, oh, dodgy beer might be an anagram of beer, but then we only have three letters for you once. I don't think it's going to be thy, although I think it is. Now, obviously, we don't say thy anymore, but I always thought thy meant like your fortune, thy fortune. There is thine as well, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they say at 15 squared, but because of that, thereby, we have thy with the anagram of beer inside. All right, launch site, I suppose, a lunch site. Uh, Possible, could be other words. Ooh, so, yes, Jacques Ibert. It always sounds like Jackie Eat Bear. And the freedom is liberty, and then without the bounds of it, you get Ibert. That's clever. Privilege types. Oh, the gentry, maybe? Making military leader. Oh, a military leader is a general, and if you have a go, you have a try. I like that. That was our aggressive conservative club. In bad movie. Maybe it is going to be the name of a bad movie. Ishtar, I think, is the one people go to all the time. I never saw it, so I can't comment. Oh, here's our blur. Challenged. Oh, could that be an anagram of blur? But then to cover rock. Oh, rock could be to rock something. It's a hidden clue. Within blur challenged, we have lurch. So that covers up the word lurch. All right. Was behind. Oh, yeah, it's a double definition. We sometimes see tailing someone, dogging them, dogging their footsteps. And then, of course, if you're dogged, you are determined. I'm wondering if this could be bagel for just thinking like there's nothing in the middle of a bagel, so maybe it's worthless on the inside. But how would that be high ranking woman on the inside? No, it can't be that, surely. But what else could it be? High ranking? Yeah, let me try my obsession. I am going to, I know I'm only 30 minutes into this video, but I am expecting people coming here in 30 minutes, so I do need to finish up quickly. So I'm going to go to a thesaurus and look up words for obsession. Well, I didn't see any good synonyms for obsession, and so I ended up going to wordplays.com, giving it the C and the L, and one of the many words was complexion. So the EX theory was right. And so I think the definition is mug color, as in the color of your face, your complexion. And an obsession is a complex. And then you turn about NOI for number one, and you get your complexion. All right. That was our brief lapse. By one getting on Metro. Not a failing. No, nothing on that. Ooh, my high-ranking woman. What is that word? I just keep thinking of bigamy. Of course, Groucho Marx. Bigamy, well, that's big of me too. Um, is there a word? Well, be gum, of course. By gum. Yeah, I've no idea what word that is. I'm going to go back to word plays. Yes, there is a word, and I must have seen it in the crossword before. Begum is a high-ranking Muslim woman. So is worthless say? Oh, say is, worthless is bum with EG, for example, say on the inside. That's clever. This leaves set with fancy chic interior. Yeah, and I thought this might have an anagram of chic in the middle of it, in the middle of a 5-letter word for set. Which there's so many. I think that's one of the words in English that has the most different meanings, or it must be up there anyway. How about one's unfashionable cul-de-sac? Oh, I wonder if it begins with IS for ones. Oh, no, I think it's I am. One is I am, I'm. And if something is unfashionable, it's passé. And if you're at a cul-de-sac, you might be at an impasse. There we go. All the suits put in a case. All the suits would be the pack of cards, and if you put in a case, you pack. All right, here we have, this one I thought might have an anagram of dips around the outside. I wonder if it's SP, maybe ends in ID. And then we put a 4-letter, it takes a brave sort to tuck into. Oh, it might be here not an anagram, but just a person who is brave. Oh, a hero. Oh, I thought of hero and I was about to dismiss it, not even mention it, and then I realized, oh, a spheroid. There we go, that's clever. Here's our rock group queen wrecked tune. Well said. Yes, there's something you might say to someone who's made a good speech or said something you approve of. No. So maybe this is the fancy chic. I can't see it being CIH, so, but I find that hard to believe too. Unless it's a word maybe for leaves of some kind, a botanical word. No. There's my tastelessness. Oh, let's try the anagram helper and put in oxen and bacteria. Oops, and it should be, oh, exacerbation. Now, can I spell that? And I would have put an S in it, but exacerbation, I think. Let me go ahead and just check that. All right. So yeah, just exactly what I thought it would be. Now, tastelessness, trendy, color scheme, odd right off. Yeah, don't. No, not seeing it. Being in favor dulls the tongue. Oh, maybe it's a language, a tongue. Being in favor could be pro. Well, what's dulls the tongue? Prod? No, don't see it. That was our aggressive. Oh, could that be an ing word? But then that's skin pierced by lice. Infestation. I don't think it could be C something G. No, maybe it's AT. Oh no, it's probably like TIVE ending. So I think that's going to end in E. Yeah, let me pause and look up words for infestation. I didn't see any again, and I had to go back to word plays. And I did see the word cuticle. So I think the definition is skin. I think pierced is cut, and then an infestation or an anagram of lice. All right. Oh, so quickly produce a smash hit. Well, it's not an Italian musical term anyway. Aggressive. Not corrosive. Bad movie. What's the bad movie? Oh, maybe the first C is conservative, and then we put the other C inside the word for bad movie. Yeah, let me pause and look this one up. Yeah, I had to go to word plays again. I was not thinking of anything for aggressive, but I should have thought of combative. And so the first C is the conservative, and club is not a letter C. In this case, it's a bat. And that does go inside an anagram of movie. I did not see that coming. Ooh, we do have, yeah, brief lap. It must be a something. Oh, of course, I do not have any of these, but I think it might be a senior moment. One getting, brief lapse by one getting on. And then metro is a nomen without the A, and all of that is anagrammed. That is very clever. All right, quickly produce a smash hit. I still don't know if it's going to be quickly or hit. Let me pause and think about the first letter. Probably a vowel. Ah, of course, it's a double definition, a knockout. All right, so quickly produce something, you knock it out. And actually, I think that's two words, right? Knock out something, but then together it means a smash hit, a knockout. Ooh, I like this M at the end now of tastelessness. Is there a word indecorum? I know decorum. Indecorum? Trendy color scheme. Odd write-off. Oh, the odd is rum, but I think we take away the R because I think we're getting the R from the odd letters of color. No, I'm confused where we're getting that. Let me check that. I don't even know if it is a word. It is a word, and I'm going to need 15 squared to fully explain how that works. I do have some. Again, it's probably a word I've come across in this very crossword, like reductio or something. I don't know. I'm just so desperate. I'm going to put that in. Maybe reductio, but leaves set with fancy chic. Yeah, that has redo with two O's around the outside. That's probably not right. But let me just go ahead and check that. No, let's reveal it. Oh, radio is a set. Oh my goodness, that's a very old-fashioned term. One of those radios, you have to wait for it to warm up. Anyone remember those? All right. So yes. Yeah, we'll have to check 15 squared for the definition. I presume it's leaves. All right, here's our rock group. Oh, rock group. Ah, of course, would be ELO. Ah, well said. I want it to be something like elocution, elocute. But if my theory about R for queen, oh, and then it can't be just tune, so maybe eloruent? It's going to have 12 ending in a U, which doesn't seem right. Maybe it's EUNT. Let's check it. Ooh. Ah, Q is queen. Oh, I'm looking at that. Eloquent. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm definitely not at my best today. I think I got too much sun yesterday. But 9 to 12 across does end in. Anyways, a queen is Q, then the anagram of tune, and well said, eloquent. Ah, so obvious. All right, being in favor dulls the tongue. Oh, it's another hidden clue. Inside favor dulls, we have Urdu. All right. Oh, did we have a pangram with that Q? No, I think there's a few other letters we didn't have. We did have the X, but I don't think we... Did we have a W or a J? I don't think so. Anyway, let's check all... Oh! Yeah, I wasn't very confident about my profiling, so sure enough, that is wrong. If testing, oh, testing might be probing. Oh, if is the definition, of course, providing. Testing is proving, and an aspect of personality is ID, I think. That's a funny one. All right. Well, not a great showing by me today, but let's head on over to 15 Squared and see what they think. All right, the blog today is by Eileen. Brummy starts the week on another sunny morning. Oh, I'm happy for people in Britain to have a sunny morning. Nice selection of clue types, witty definitions and wordplay, several smiles along the way. Most enjoyable challenge. All right. Yeah, I enjoyed it, but just it really did me in. Yeah, radio going around chic. And senior moment, top favorite. I did like that. Oh, and after several lapses on Friday's blog, yeah. All right, providing, sure enough, proving ID is an aspect, your identity, I suppose, but oh no, your id, of course. Sorry, yes, the id. Yeah, yeah. And then thereby an anagram of beer in thy. Ah, so Eileen agrees with me that that should be your rather than you. We'll see if anyone has a different opinion below. Indecorum, yeah. Is tastelessness, decor. Ah, so it wasn't an anagram just of, yeah, but rum minus the R. But decor was the color scheme. Yes, all right, of course. And conservative bat in an anagram of movie. It took me a while to see that one. Alan C. agrees with thy. So Steve found it quite tough going. Ronald liked it. Yeah. Oh, infestation as a nounal anagrind. Oh, yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Tricky for a Monday. All right, so there are a couple of people who also found it tricky, but anyway. All right, that was a tough one for me, but I'm sure you all solved it with no problem. Anyway, thanks as always for watching and have a great day.